Alright, response video on this Google subject and all this personal crap that has now been the repercussions of it. Yeah, well, people just keep making videos saying, okay, what are you going to do about it? We love Google. What are you going to do about it? And that's really, I've responded all I need to respond on the subject. My solution to the problem is you create a non-commercial alternative. I spelled that out as clearly as I possibly could. That the public has to actually step in. If you want to have something else on the internet besides corporate crap. Yeah, that's right, something besides corporate has to actually get involved. It just doesn't poof out of nowhere. It has to come out of some sort of policy or initiative by people, a group of people. Yeah, that's it. There's no other solution. It's a solution that can't be made on my porch, or I can't do it with the materials here on my desk. I can't create the solution here. And I made that really clear. And so all this crap about what the alternative is. No, the alternative is like a public library or something. I can't build one of those either. Sometimes the human race actually has to have ideas, and they actually have to invest in them. And yeah, I know we haven't done that for 50 years because everybody hates the government, so the government can't do anything. But public libraries work. That's the model. We should apply it to the internet so we have a choice. Apparently that's too much to ask, so fuck it. Fine. Live with the shit. I'm just saying the solution is simple. Terribly, awfully, incredibly simple, is to have choices. And choices have to be created by some sort of entity. And I think the we the people thing is the entity, but the we the people don't give a shit, so it ain't gonna happen. Fine. Fuck you. Yeah. Alright, so I'll do Arthur first, who probably is a rational video, and then I'll do this Deborah thing. I'll just say to Victoria, she did a video somewhere in here. She posted her video after my 3 videos were up. And it's just like the same crap again. I mean, how many times do I have to point to a link? How many times do I have to say, read the who is, what is proposal? You want to know the details. But it's basically just saying, let's create a Wikipedia style, in terms of non-profity as best possible, framework for web indexing, okay, that isn't owned by a corporation. Not that complicated. Fuck. But anyway, here we go. Arthur first. Yay. Yay, Arthur. Do.
Well, I don't really know where to start with this. I suppose I should start by saying that until Enmendum raised the question of where Google originated and all the machinations of it, I knew very little about it. You hear about it?
Yeah, and I really do understand that. I mean, I only got into it incidentally, okay? There were these little directory things on the internet. I'm going back DOS days on AOL, really early in indexing. And some other people were organizing because we sort of saw where Yahoo was heading. And Yahoo was the big enemy back then, because Yahoo was basically, they were engineering the results. As soon as they became a private company, a publicly traded company, yeah, you could see they were playing games with the index. And so there was a real incentive to do these other things. So there were things called directory projects. There was a few of them. One of them organized by, was associated with Netscape, called Dummos. And DOMZ, I think it was. Well, anyway, I used to just call it Dummos because the fuckers kicked me out. I was in there one fucking day and they kicked me out. And they kicked me out because they were all a bunch of crooks. Well, anyway, I ended up with this project that was run by the Disney Corporation that owned InfoSeek and that bought what was called Go.com at the time, which was another one of these directory projects, search engines. And, yeah, they were all a bunch of crooks too. So, yeah, I got into a big, huge fight with them. Almost sued Disney. But anyway, sorry. I mean, so yeah, I understand. Look, I only know this stuff because I was in it.
Sort of takeovers and launching of Yahoo now, these companies, but it doesn't register for the normal. God, am I normal? No, for the run-of-the-mill person using the internet.
I think this is really the sad truth, though, is that, everybody kind of thought because CERN, this CERN, CERN, These nuclear power guys were the guys that were sort of originally in control of the internet, and they still have control of a big hunk of it, the infrastructure part anyway. That everything would be okay because it's a bunch of scientists, and the scientists aren't going to fuck it up. But they did. They fucked it up. And this is like a basic function of the internet, is this indexing thing. And again, you just can't let corporations do this. This is just a prescription for failure, to let corporations, for-profit corporations who have incentives all over the place. I just did a search today, and it was laughable. I should have recorded it, because 500 of the 1,000 results were all from one website on Google, and they were all pages that had 4 Google ads on them. 4 different sections of Google ads were on one page, and you had to scroll halfway down the page to actually get to the information that was indexed by Google. So it wasn't even available until you scroll down 3 layers of page through Google ads to get to the information. And they indexed every single page on the website, like they don't do with many other websites. Well, anyway, that's a whole, I don't really want to make this tedious, but I mean, it was just a perfect example of, it seemed quite obvious that the reason why those pages were so heavily indexed by Google is because there was 4 sections of Google ads on those pages.
Now, all I know about Google is that it is easy to use and handy. It seems to be efficient too. I get results from it.
Yeah, but you have nothing to compare those results to, and you have nothing to compare to what it would be like if all these web pages sort of had to do some of the work themselves, in the sense that if you owned a website, you would have to provide some information, some added value information about exactly what your website was, how current it was, how active it was, how often it was updated, certain information that would make it more possible to tell which results are going to be relevant and which ones are going to be 10 years old. That was another problem today. I'm looking for a very obscure thing, which is information on circuit boards inside a flip camera, and it was impossible to find anything useful. And what I was ending up finding too was stuff that would be 5 or 7 years old mixed in, and it was a very unfruitful search.
For instance, today we got handed into the shop a Singer sewing machine. Now, by entering the serial number and putting Singer sewing machine serial number, I was able to get onto a site which told me what the model was, what age it was, and what it was worth. Now, that's valuable information. It cost me absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and again, like I said, this should be doable by any search engine. Any search engine does any kind of reasonable job spidering the, going out and indexing the content on web pages should be able to index that information and provide you with those results. So again, we don't really have anything to compare it to, and especially now we don't have anything to compare it to because there is so little investment being made in actual search technology. Microsoft kind of gave up on it. It's just trying to do something ringy-dingy. It's not really investing in it because they all know they're so far away from getting any market share. I mean, if somebody starts up tomorrow and they have a kick-ass search engine, how hard is it going to be for them to get eyeballs to that website and to start eating into Google's dominance? It's going to be really difficult. And that's why I think if government does it, it's going to be easy because everybody will hear about it and everybody will know about it. And so everybody will at least give it a shot.
See an advert along the way. So what I'm really saying here, if Inmendum is watching, is give me an alternative which is just as good, and I'll try it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm arguing for. And part of me says it doesn't even have to be just as good. I don't mind a search engine that's a few milliseconds slower. So this is sort of the joke here too. Is Google was, instead of Google's competition, back in the old days, used to be a half second slower, that kind of thing, and that was enough for people. Oh gosh, it's insufferable. I had to wait an extra half second for my results. I mean, that's how silly this whole thing gets.
I'm promising I'll use it because Google seems to do what I want at the moment, but I'll try it. I accept what you're saying about the corrupt. business or whatever it might be. But for people like me, it's there, and we use it.
Understood, but again, like I said, do a search on something more obscure, like, say, search engine analysis or search engine commentary or some other kind of thing, and maybe you'll never, just go try to find a site on the internet through links on pages or something, and then using rational keywords, try to find that site by using Google. That's the problem, is that unless you know the exact domain name of a site or some other thing, a lot of the internet is quite invisible to the Google search engine, because a lot of the websites will never be anywhere close to that first page, or even the second page, or the third page. And these are the statistics. 90% of people do not go to the second page of results. 90%. And then 97% never get past the third page. So you're talking, on average 30 results. If there's 10 per page, well, I think the default now is 20. So you're talking 60 results. So if you're not in that top 60, you're really not on the internet.
So give me an alternative.
Righto, but I have explained it's the alternative. I can't pull it out of my pocket. People have to pull it out of our pocket. It has to come out of the human pocket. It can't come out of Gary's pocket. So that's just the way it is. So Morphine posted a link to DuckDuckGo. Boy, that doesn't sound too good. Yeah, no, that does not sound too good. DuckDuckGo? I don't think so. Yeah, right there it rhymes. It rhymes with I don't think so. If it rhymes with I don't think so, it's probably not so good. Anyway, I hear what you're saying. I've used Google to find parts information, but I believe the problem is, and Eminem is bringing to light here, is that when you are narrowing your search to the local store, then you're really dead. Geared towards right, exactly, and you try to do a local search and you'll end up with results from Romania. Anyway, that's the point, Arthur. Most people just Google out of habit. Beef with Google is born out of frustration at YouTube. See, that's where you got it. See, Victoria, you're just talking out of your ass. I think Gary's biggest beef with Google is born out of his frustrations with YouTube. No, I was arguing about Google way back, all the way, even like after the first year it was invented. If you went to the website, there's actually a Monopoly game I wrote there. It probably still works. And at that time, I described Google as the little engine that could, because Google was brand new and it was pretty good. And then it wasn't until like a year or a half or so into it that I could see the writing on this Google wall, that they were playing the Amazon game, they were playing this bullshit game. They were leveraging themselves for a future because it wasn't being financed. Obviously, you can't give away everything for free. All right, you have to have a plan to somehow get the money back, and that was the problem I could see coming. And then Google did the, oh, surprise, we're going to put ads on everybody's webpage on the internet. Yay! All right, Google works great as a search engine. Again, how do you know, John? What are you comparing it to? You haven't had a choice in search engines for like 8 years, okay? Because nobody's invested in a search engine. Even, like I said, when there was good technology out there, that fast technology I talked to, it was actually, the website was called alltheweb.com. It was good technology, it worked. Yahoo finally bought it, and they never even used it. So they bought search technology and never applied it. I mean, so I'm just saying, what does this spell? When there's a bunch of other corporations out there that are buying good technology and they're killing it, like Disney did, you've got to ask a question. Why did you just pay $500 million for a company, a technology, and then never use it? And it's never heard of again. Why are you doing that? And so you got to wonder who's in bed with who and who's playing a game. I mean, I don't want to get conspiracy theory, but look, it just doesn't make sense. You don't spend $500 million for something and then throw it in the garbage. There's got to be a reason it ended up in the garbage. So anyway, all right. So let's take care of Debra here. Deb. She likes to be called Deb. She's a tough girl. So we do Deb now. All right, Deb, baby. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, fucking shit, cunt bastards. Okay, so context here. I did a response video to Shawnee, and it was a little bit tough because Shawnee was talking out of her ass too. And you know, I just, you know, I'm not gonna be I mean, it's patronizing, it's insulting, and it's silly. Okay, and so, you know, that's all. And I have a right to defend myself against this. Well, go, Gary, all you have to do is hit the little browser button that says file, and you go down the file menu and it says save. I mean, this was pathetic. And it was also in the context of, again, these people who say, I make a video, and then they say, well, you didn't provide this, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Well, then why don't you ask me to do it, and then I'll do it. You want more information? I could have given you more information. You didn't ask me for more information, you just started ridiculing. So fuck that. And anyway, it wasn't that hostile a video. And so here's the context. So this video is being made. Well, I'll let her do it, and then I'll talk about it. So go ahead, little half a heady. What happened? I paused. Stop.
You know what? Fuck anybody that doesn't like it.
Yeah. Okay, so if I say that, if I say, fuck it, I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. No, I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, fine. Fuck you.
I just made a resolution yesterday to stay away from the just stupid bullshit that happens on bloggerheads, and then the first thing I know, that banner shit's up and I'm on that goddamn blog, and then I see Shawnee's blog. I read Shawnee's stuff and I watch her blogs because I like Shawnee.
Oh, well, gee, I like Shawnee too, but that doesn't mean that, you know, well, let's go ahead.
Shawnee has a bigger heart than take all you fuckers on bloggerheads, okay? And put all of your fucking hearts and sensitivities together. You're not even going to be 1 ounce of what Shawnee.
Yeah, well, that's your theory, okay? And you're entitled to your theory, but guess what? I don't think you have anything to back your theory up with. Yeah, I don't think you do.
Yes. So if you look down on Shawnee because you think you're smarter than her... Okay.
Yeah, who looked down on Shawnee? Shawnee was the one doing the looking down, okay? Watch her video again. It was pretentious, arrogant, and obnoxious. Especially in the sunglasses, which really, I understand there's reasons for that, but I'm just saying, it comes off rather, yeah, I mean, arrogant's a good word.
You don't have the kind of life that she's had to deal with that has given her some emotional issues, and you...
Yeah, well, I don't really think that was even an issue here, was it? Was there emotional issues involved in the video? I don't think there were emotional issues involved in the video, so I think that's just your invention.
Think you don't have any? Then you're just a stupid fucker, you know? Shawnee is awesome. Now, I want to talk about Amendum, because I'm sick of this shit with Amendum bebopping in and out of bloggerheads, and these assholes at bloggerheads that are like, yay, Amendum's back to make fun of us and bully us. And
look, you know, I do some, you know, poking of fun, you know, so certainly the making fun thing, I probably do that. But this bullying word, I'm really getting sick of it. I'm really getting sick of it from all these women who claim to be feminist, who claim to be assertive and competent and able to play in a man's world. They're claiming all that, but when the fucking goddamn spit hits the road, where the fuck are they? They're running under their little petticoats again, saying, I'm a woman, you're bullying me, you're hurting me. All right? I mean, that's happened on YouTube. You know, bitch gets into an argument, and then what does she do? She starts pulling out all kinds of cards. And her last card was a picture of a man hitting a woman, and she's painted me with that. And this is just bullshit. Bullying? How the fuck am I bullying? I don't post comments on the videos. I make an honest video response playing her video, and then you want to call that bullying. I think that is an outrageous pile of shit. I didn't get in personal with her one tiny little bit. I didn't get into any issue of personality at all in that video. I just responded to her accusations that I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. So fuck you, half-head.
You know, hell, God help anybody that says anything that he disagrees with, because he'll go off on your ass and he might call you a cunt.
You know what, yeah, we go back to the Jack Nicholson movie again, that, whatever it was, you know, when he was playing the guy with the, you know, same problem I have, actually. As good as it gets, right? And he makes that, you know, the woman comes up to him, how do you write women so well? And he says, well, I think of a man, and I remove like intelligence and accountability. I can't remember the first one, but let's say intelligence. But like the accountability was the key word. Yeah, women just don't want accountability. They don't want to be accountable. She said some things. I made her accountable for what she fucking said. No big fucking deal.
I mean, he went off on me one time for no real reason, and I...
Well, why don't you prove there was no reason? Why don't you explain what exactly the context was? No, instead you're just going to paint this paraphrase here. Now you've set up the situation, and Mendham called me a skanky cunt for no reason. Prove it!
I think that his argument against me was this kind of sound logic. He said, and I quote directly, "I can smell your cunt from here." Well, yeah, that's a really good argument, Amanda.
Look, bitch, you just made some goddamn commentary about who I am and what I am, and you're going to make it in this video. Alright, so there's no point in this crap. You can't take that little phrase, and I'm sure that wasn't the argument made. I'm sure there was another 10 minutes to the video where I explained why you were stupid or ignorant or retarded.
You're a really smart guy. Like, I wanted to engage in that discussion with you. The reason you didn't get a response from me was not because...
I don't even think I asked for one from you, did I? So again, we haven't qualified this little discussion about what happened in history again. Another discussion about fucking history. But I think you got the history wrong.
I am afraid of you on the internet, for God's sake. It's because I find you pathetic. Okay? I used to watch the
Okay, little halfy-heady. Yeah, well, I find you irritating, obnoxious, Deb.
I still watch them occasionally when you're not frothing at the mouth like some mad fucking dog. But what I have realized, and I don't know if everybody else knows, you and Mendham have been blogging for years, and you are a good blogger. But the thing about your blogging, you have not evolved one iota.
And what the fuck of evolution have you made? You're still 50-50. You haven't even gotten like 3/4 head. I mean, you're not evolving at all. Well, okay, you do have some new colors, and it used to be dark and black, but where's your evolution, Deb?
Your vlogging style has never, ever changed.
And yours hasn't either.
That you haven't evolved in your life one iota.
Okay, I'll just make some suspicions about you. I have a suspicion that, I don't know, your cat smells your feet and runs away.
I have a suspicion that you live your entire life through the internet.
I have a suspicion that you live your entire life through your little quaint stories about when you superheroed on the electrical lines, and then you were a cement mixer, and then you actually worked as a diamond cutter, and then you were, you worked at atomic nuclear power plant, and you were like the lady that went into the super lead suit mechanical device thing, and you actually made the radioactive material yourself. You crushed it with your superpower G.I. Joe grip.
And I feel sorry for you. I think that more than anything else, you are pathetic.
And you are pitiful. There, okay? I'll be pathetic and you can be pitiful.
There are certain aspects about you that are interesting. You know, you're a smart guy, but there's no question in my mind that you are seriously mentally ill.
Oh, yeah, so again, we'll just talk out of our asses, aren't we? You're the one with half a fucking head.
Okay? That's the way I view you. I'm entitled to my fucking view.
Okay, and I'm entitled to mine. I don't like you very much.
Okay? I don't give a shit when you go off on Skibby or Broken Mech or, people who are capable of defending themselves.
Yeah, well, I think both those guys got some issues, too. That Skibby's a pretty unreliable. And Broken Mech, oh my God. I think he's functionally retarded. I think it's a genetic thing.
Or who have the proper perspective to know that what you say doesn't mean shit in their lives. But when you start bullying...
Again, bullying, okay? She chose to engage in the conversation, and I gave her the equal respect of not treating her like a cripple. Apparently, it's your perception that some people need to be treated like a cripple here. So why don't you oblige them and put cripple in their fucking title? So everybody knows they're a cripple and they can't be accountable for what they say. so they can play by a different standard. So why don't you do that? Why don't you put like a little yellow bus icon for Shawnee and put the word cripple right in the title, so everybody knows, everybody has to, oh, be careful, it's Shawnee. You can't talk to Shawnee. No, you got to give her lollipops and shit, and don't make her accountable for what she says. What a pile of shit. I don't think Shawnee would appreciate this description of her capability.
Somebody who is basically a handicapped individual.
I'm sure she loves that. I'm sure she just loves you saying that. Really appreciates it. You're obviously the one handicapped because only half your head is there.
I feel like the metaphor is this. If I was shopping at a grocery store and I saw you out, which would be unlikely because I think what...
Oh, she's going to give us another one of her superhero woman stories. Yeah, she's going to... I would lasso you with my Wonder Woman rope.
Agoraphobic or something. And you were beating the shit...
Yeah, that's really none of your business, is it? No, it really doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be part of this video. So, should I go through your... I could just go back 6 months, right? And just talk about your psychology and what the fuck's going on in your head.
Out of somebody who was paralyzed from the neck down in a wheelchair with a baseball bat.
Okay, that's a real rational comparison. I argued with somebody on the internet, and that means I go up to fucking people in wheelchairs and knock them over. Just like the other bitch can imply that I ever have hit a woman. Why should I have to defend myself against these accusations? I swear I've never harmed a person in a wheelchair ever. Contrary to that, I've done people in wheelchairs favors and I've tried to help them. I swear on my mother's life, every single instance. There's not a single time I've ever harmed a person in a wheelchair or hit a woman. Fuck you.
I'm the kind of person that would probably intervene. At a minimum, I would call the police, but I would probably come over and try to get the bat from you because...
Yes, and why? You could lasso it with your Wonder Woman rope. And what other superpower did she have? Yeah, you could use one of your superpowers. Yeah, I'm gonna bonk you with my super forehead.
That's how I am. I don't know if you
I know.
say
You're
the
a
same
hero.
thing. I don't know if you do the right things in life.
You were in Vietnam, weren't you? Yeah, you were in Vietnam. I remember that. Yeah, you were in Nam.
Try to. When I see a fucktard like you, an emotionally fucktard like you.
Oh yeah, half-head. Yeah, half-head calling the emotionally crippled internet user, crippled. I mean, come on, grow the fuck up, or grow a face.
Go on an attack against a woman.
Attack? It wasn't an attack. It was what she had earned. Okay, if you're going to get into a conversation and you're going to be patronizing and arrogant, you've got to know that you're going to have to be accountable for being patronizing and arrogant.
Who does the best she can in life and didn't do anything. She didn't do anything but say something that you thought was, I don't know, stupid or you didn't agree with.
Yeah, something that was a complete perversion of the video content and basically just a grotesque distortion of the conversation.
And you attacked her with such vitriol, you know?
It wasn't that vitriol-y, okay? It really wasn't. I attacked what she said. I didn't attack her. There's a difference. Yeah, but you wouldn't understand that. Ha-ha. Because you're pathetic.
Attack me. Tell me that, my cunt smells. It doesn't bother me because I know it doesn't.
Well, apparently it does bother you. You just explained to us before that it does bother you and you don't respond when you hear those words. So no one can tell you that. Okay? So there's no point in saying go ahead and say it because I'll ignore it. No, because you won't ignore it.
It doesn't bother me when you go on the attack against me because I know how ridiculous you look. But
again, I mean, the half-head calling the, funny looking.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone. Yeah, again, I don't think Shawnee wants this. I really don't. I don't think she would appreciate being classified as somebody who can't play in the regular arena with the, she has to sit at the kiddie table. I don't think she would appreciate that characterization of her presence here. Deb.
Rest of the people on Bloggerheads that don't stand up against this guy when he gets out of line, I just want to say, I think you're a bunch of ass-kissing pussies.
Oh yeah, like there hasn't been a whole bunch of people saying all kinds of doing all kinds of little trash talking about Inmendum. Yeah, that's right, there are. So you want to make you want to make sure everybody's on the right side of the fence here now. So is that what you? So we should get in gangs now, right? Okay, the gangs that think Inmendum makes some reasonable arguments and is yes, but he's a potty mouth. And the gang who thinks Inmendum is a potty mouth and he makes some reasonable arguments. Yeah, something like that.
Shawnee, I love you, honey. I think you're a sweetie pie.
Shawnee, I love you. 10-4, good buddy. Over and out, 10-4, double 4. Yeah, I tell you I invented the CB radio? Yeah, I invented that. 10-4. 10-4, good fella. Shawnee, I love you, baby. Yeah, well, Shawnee, you know, look, we've had our conversations before. What the hell's the end of this video? Come on, I want to get the end. Oh, that was the end. Alright, that was really fun for everyone. Alright, so let's see. You're awesome from Catherine. Well, fuck you, Kat. Shawnee is awesome, and I'm not going to argue that. We all have issues, including I am. I'm not I am, but whatever. I'm a little sick of that. And sometimes the free pass is earned. Good on you, Deb. Well said. I don't understand. Sometimes a free pass is earned. I don't know. Well, look, let's just say I understand some minor context of Shawnee's existence. Is that what we really have to do? Should there be a profile of Shawnee on here somewhere? Explains exactly why what she's gone through and all that kind of crap, so we can all have our own little Serdium crud tay, you know, where we all explain all the crud that's happened to us in our lives and how it might have damaged us emotionally or psychologically in some way. And then everybody will know that context, and then nobody will be stepping on somebody's toes without knowing that they're vulnerable toes. Yeah, I know Shawnee has issues. I don't even want to talk about it because it's not my business to be talking about her fucking life. But the point is, I didn't get into her personal life, so this is just bullshit. Let's see. I could never understand how anyone could stomach Inmendum. Well, fuck you, cyber vortex guy. I try to be kind to the mentally ill. Now that's really nice, to a point. I mean, that's just you. So you're the qualified. You're qualified to make those judgments, are you, Mr. Black and White Kid? A bully might get their ass delivered UPS. I don't know what the fuck that means. Again, bully. What is this? There's people. I don't even want to go into the shit that goes on. With people who don't like Inmendum. But I've never bullied anybody. This is just an outrageous fucking goddamn accusation. I don't get into other people's business until they get into my business, you stupid shit. I mean, what? Am I, again, it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm supposed to get on the internet, and then I'll say something, and then when somebody responds to what I say, I'm supposed to be impotent. I'm supposed to be out of the game now. I'm not allowed to defend what I said. I'm not allowed to defend my credibility to say it. No, I just have to take it because of who the source of it is. I mean, fuck you and that. Tremendous, well said. Well, up yours also, Christine. Fuck you, Morphine. Well done. No, it was not well done, Morphine. It was a crock of shit. It was more of this drivel where somehow, like I said, we're going to do the internet some sort of, this is all yellow bus then? It's all yellow bus is going to be the line. We all have to behave up to the standards of the yellow bus, and if we ever go over that line and make somebody accountable for being something other than a lollipop-licking retard, that somehow we've crossed the line, well, fuck you again. So anyway, I took a listen and was at least relieved that it wasn't the kind of verbal assault you endured. You know what that means. I'm not excusing it utter lack of social skills nor unwanted fury. Well, fuck you. I'm not a trivial subject. See, the fury over trivial subjects. You really don't get it, assholes. None of these subjects are trivial. Okay? These are trillion-dollar kind of subjects. These are future of the human race kind of subjects. If you don't fix this fucking shit, you stupid retards, you're gonna get in a nuclear war. Do you understand that? If you don't fix this population thing, you don't fix this fucking energy crisis thing, you don't fix this corporate fucking money bullshit where 10% of the people own 90% of the goddamn wealth, guess what? Your world's gonna come to a hard, ugly fucking end, you dumb, ignorant pigs. I'm so sick of these jackasses. Oh yeah, I forgot. I heart Deborah. Fuck you. Always wondered why some people were mesmerized by someone who obviously is still suffering from the effects of a stroke. I mean, even, again, so this is this suburban writer. What the fuck do you know about anything? What the fuck do you know about a goddamn thing? It was a stroke that never affected my mind, okay? It was a stroke that fucking disabled my body, you stupid cunt. But again, more cheap fucking jackass talk out of you fuckers. I mean, you want me to show you videos from before I had the stroke? I must have some, I would imagine. I'm not sure. There's got to be some kind of something. Yeah, there's at least commentary on the internet. I did plenty of discussing on the internet, so I could show you some of my posts, okay? I'm the same guy I was 10 years ago, you stupid prick. Prickless. Yeah, well, he is that fucking dickless guy. Anyway, Vital Finds, I think you might have turned me on with this video. Yeah, well, whatever. We'll cut you a break. I've had a rough week. Alright, enough of that. Shut up. Alright, who else here? Oh boy, is hot and bothered. It's gonna get one hell of a weekend on BH. Yeah, what else? That's just... Oh, that's Shawnee? No, that's OMV. So he had made another comment. I don't know, this whole idea of making more than one comment is sort of annoying. I said my piece, and I'm done with the topic and any extraneous bullshit that results from it. Laters. 10-4, good buddy. Yep, you're right. From Ish. Yeah, well, Ish has got problems lately, because his vocabulary is getting shorter and shorter. He's got some girl trouble. Anyway, hoping this stays up till I'm home from work. As far as Eminem goes, why, he's just about the sweetest man all of Loggerhead. Yeah, that's well. You never know. There's Shawnee. Let's see what she says. I am very, very humbled. Very. Thank you. I love you too. Okay, so you're okay with you being described basically as a disabled cripple. Oh, Kalidoke. It is rumored Deborah is actually a descendant of Joan of Arc. Yeah, no, it's yeah, it says, I think it's Cohan the Barbarian. Anyway, good for you, Deb. Don't care when Eminem is swearing at me because I can take it. But other people can't because they're little sissies. Oh, I guess he didn't say that. Oh, it's Amadeus. What a retard. This is a guy who doesn't know that it's not a good thing to beat a dog to death with a baseball bat. He doesn't understand why that would be a negative thing. I get that it's his style, but it's rude. He does have issues. Well, like I said, at least I know that it's not a good thing to beat a dog to death with a baseball bat. Yeah, whatever. Put it in line for my bullying. I didn't bully anyway. Nobody was bullied here. I'm sorry. This is just a lie. A lie. You are some girl. Just love this. Well, whatever, Arthur. Fuck you too. Silly Tom, support. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you too. Shawnee deserves respect, and good on you. Well, I don't understand. Sorry, people. I didn't know that's how the internet works, okay? So I guess on the internet what I have to do is, like if I go on YouTube, I have to ask everybody what their life history is. So I know who I have to respect. Because I don't have to respect people for what they say. No, I have to respect them for their history and who they are. Right? That's what you're fucking saying here. I mean, it's just such a pile of crap. Again, what, are we all supposed to wear shit on our sleeves? Here's my psychiatric history. Now, be gentle.
Shit.
I mean, really. I should wear my stroke on my sleeve, too? I mean, maybe I should do that. Stroke victim. Yeah, so that I can get away with all kinds of outrageous crap. I can misparaphrase other people's arguments, completely slander what they said, be patronizing and arrogant, and I get a complete vibe as I just say, stroke victim, I'm a stroke victim. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I mean, that's bullshit. An eye for an eye, and the whole world is blind. Yes, Victoria, but, whatever. At Victoria, let's see what Deb says. Deb says 10-4, good buddy, but I think I still have my eyes. That's a bit of wisdom That bit of wisdom is not applicable. Oh, I love that. This is not about an eye for an eye. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it does sort of sound like that, though, Deb. Babe, what you basically did was sit there and make a video just trash talking in Mendham. See, somehow you had to... Oh, yeah, well, you and I didn't even trash talk Shawnee. Again, let's get on the subject, right? You didn't even mention Google in your video. I talked in my video about what Google was and why she was wrong to assume I hadn't provided evidence and I haven't got an argument and I haven't done this. She made a whole lot of accusations in her video and I made her accountable for her accusations. Not that complicated. Victoria at Deb just posted a video. Well, that'll be very exciting, Victoria. Very, very exciting. Why go personal talking about mental illness? Exactly. Bella's got it right. I don't get it. Is cunt personal? Yeah, no, apparently you can call people dicks, but you can't call nobody a cunt. See, again, that's that feminist thing. The femmies want all this equal rights crap, but no, you know what? When it really comes down to it, they don't want equal rights. I had no idea Shawnee was handicapped. And if she is, I mean, what? Should we not respond to her? Oh, see, Bella's got it right here. I have no idea where her emotional red buttons are. If she makes a video arguing with somebody, she needs to know that responses will be coming, and she knows how Gary argues. Exactly. She knows. We've communicated in the past, and it wasn't the same as this time, but it's had a tone to it. So this is all just such a bullshit. So anyway, Deborah, this vlog is silly. What is this? At Eva. This vlog is silly because it was supposed to be about bullying and I veered off into bad choices of words, really bad analogy, etc. It's about bullying. Again, what the fuck is this crap? This bullying shit. How the fuck am I not harassing her? I don't make comments at her. I don't say... there's no bullying. This is just such a fucking goddamn outrageously unfair accusation. I apologize for all the references to mental illnesses in this vlog. Oh yeah, well thanks for doing it on page 2 of your comment section. That was not my point. I don't know why I said so many times, pissed off and not thinking it out very well. Well, great. So you wanna buy too. I don't think about what I say it, blah blah blah. Well, at least I don't make that excuse. I take accountability for what I do. I don't delete my videos. I say what I say. He is mentally ill. Here we go again. Trust me, I know these things. Yeah, okay, Dave, hitchy chitchy choo 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 guy. Yeah, fuck you. One of them fanny packers. Apology is not for me to accept. I mean, hell, never mind. Exactly. Part of this vlog is silly. Disabilities. The rest is smack on, Deb. I don't know what the rest would be. Smack dab on. Oh, okay, it's Deb again. Part of this vlog is silly, but rest is smack on. So what part is smack on? Alright, morphine again. 2 comments from him. Bins. Keeping the interweb sane since 1994. I don't know what that means either. Whatever. Acronym. Ford. Yeah, why would he bother? Alright, let's just get this done. I don't know about mental illness, but sometimes it's not right when a person thinks it's perfectly reasonable to attack another person and say vile things to them when the other person is trying to communicate as respectfully as possible. Now, let's get this straight. I didn't call Shawnee a skanky cunt, didn't call her a bitch, didn't call her any of this shit. So what is all this crap? What is this bullshit? I said, you're wrong. You're being arrogant and patronizing. I don't appreciate the insult. That's what I fucking said. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. We treated Gary with kid gloves because we all feel an empathy for him, in my opinion. Well, fuck you, Tallulah. I don't want your fucking empathy. Alright? You don't know. You couldn't even have empathy for me, because empathy means you understand me from my perspective, from my point of view, from my life experience. Not even a chance that's possible in your case. All that it takes to bring on an abusive diatribe from Gary is to disagree with him enough. Again, Gary will defend what he is arguing. I'm not on the internet for the fun of it. I'm on the internet to make fucking points. Now, if somebody's going to sit there and try to unravel that point with a bunch of crap, a bunch of nitpicking and naysaying. I'm going to defend my fucking point. Jesus. At Eva, good lord, how is telling somebody their cunt smells not personal, for fuck's sake? Oh yeah, really. So when somebody calls somebody a dickhead or an asshole, they're making a personal attack about something. They're not just saying, I don't like you. This is the word I use when I don't like you. And again, I didn't call fucking Shawnee. I didn't say Shawnee's cunt smells. Deb's complaining about something I said about her, whatever, 6 months ago, that she didn't even substantiate by pointing to a video. Gary could stand to learn to be as respectful to others as he demands. Again, this is just such a pile of crap. I wasn't disrespectful to Shawnee. She was disrespectful to me. God fucking damn it. But she's supposed to get a slide and a free ticket and all that crap. I'm just so sick of this crap. People are impossible. They just so deserve the shithole we live in. This is why we live in a shithole. It's because people are so full of fucking shit. Alright, said me Benzes. I don't know what that says me Bins. I don't know what that means. My apology is not to Eva, it is to Shawnee. Well, that's interesting. Eminem can go fuck himself. He is a bully. Okay. Deb is a, let's see, what do I gotta call her? I don't know. Beer swiggling, let's see, accuse her of something. I gotta accuse her of some kind of crime. She probably molests goldfish or something. I bet she does that. Yeah, okay. She's a goldfish molester. Yeah, leave it at that. So anyway, that's all real fun, people. So let's have some more of this. Yeah, this is just so much better than actually talking about the subject. Yeah, really cool. Great job. Appreciate it. And whatnot. So anyway, fuck people. And you may include all of yourself in that. Yeah, go ahead. It's meant for all of you. It's like Tiny Tim. Yeah. God cursed them. Everyone. Yeah, well, the DNA is going to do that for us. Yeah. You're not gonna pass the test. Evolution will see the truth. Human wasn't a good idea.